tutorial session. I know that I have made you guys to wait so long for my tutoring session. I was busy with something. So here I am. My name is Shikha Dwivedi and I'm an expert in economics. I did my master's in the same and I have around 4 year working experience as an online economic educator, and you all know about this. So there's without any further ado, so let's get started. Okay. The first slide shows the new welfare economics. Now, what it states for the new welfare economy basically is the approach which is based on the work of the Pareto, Hicks, and Calder. It explicitly basically recognizes the differences between the efficiency aspect of the discipline and the distribution aspect, and then treats them differently. So first we'll talk about the social welfare function. In welfare economics, the social welfare function can be defined as a function that ranks social states as less desirable, more desirable, or indifferent for every possible pair of social states. One use of social welfare function is to represent prospective patterns of collective choice as to alternative social states, and the social welfare function basically provides the government or the central authority with a simple guideline for achieving the optimal distribution of the income. Next we're going to continue this topic, and this slide will discuss like for an individual, except that the social welfare is a function is a mapping of individual preferences or judgment for everyone in the society as to collective choices which apply to all whatever individual preferences are for variable constraints on factors of production. Next we have the Bergson Social Welfare function. So it is basically propounded by A. Bergson in 1938, and in his article, a reformulation of certain aspects of welfare economics has been written. So, the various welfare criteria so far discussed show that when a change in the economy benefits some individual and hurts other, it is impossible to evaluate it without making some value judgment about the deservingness of the different individual or groups. So basically, it suggested the use of an explicit set of value judgments in the form of social welfare functions. This is a graph. So the further to the right a social indifference contour is, the higher the level of the social welfare will be. With such a set of social indifference contours, alternative states in the economy can be unambiguously evaluated. So the problem with the social welfare function is that there is no easy method of constructing it, as you can see. So for example, any change that leads the society to move from B to point C or D increases social welfare. The change a change moving the society from point A to B leaves the social welfare level, and then the Bergson-Samuelson social welfare function has been diagnosed, I would say. So here the written form of this function is the W is equal to WU1, which is utility 1, utility 2 till n. So the important thing to note about social welfare function is that in its construction, explicit value judgments are introduced. This function is supposed to be independent on changes in economic events that have a direct effect on individual welfares. The ordinal utility level of an individual is a function of his own consumption of goods and services and not of others. And it depends on his own value judgments regarding the composition of different goods and services consumed, which depends upon his states. Then we have the value judgment. So far we have been mainly concerned with the value of judgments of individual regarding the utility levels. Like from the viewpoint of social welfare function, the value judgments regarding the welfare of the society as a whole are relevant. The authorized person or institution, maybe like anybody, but for true value judgment regarding the social welfare, he must be unbiased because changes in social welfare will depend upon his value judgments. This is the welfare frontier. So suppose there is a society. In such a case, social welfare function can be represented with the help of social indifference curves. And the utilities of individual A and B have been represented on the horizontal and the vertical axis respectively. So the graph is clearly shown to you. So A's utility is on x-axis and B's utility is on y-axis. The social indifference curve is a locus of various combinations of utilities of A and B which result in an equal level of social welfare. So the properties of social indifference curves are just like that of individual consumers indifference curves. Given a family of social indifference curves, the effect of a proposed change in policy on social welfare can be evaluated. Similarly, a movement from Q to S or from R to S also represents an improvement in social welfare. Movement from T to Q or T to S represents a decrease in social welfare, and a movement along the same social indifference curve represents no change or the zero change in the level of social welfare. So yes, this is it for today. I hope you all like the presentation or the tutorial. Thank you so much for all of your valuable time, and I'm waiting for your feedbacks and the queries regarding the same in the comment section down below. So stay tuned and bye bye.